Interview. Today, this morning, this afternoon, this evening, we have a very special guest whose journey has inspired many people around the world. Like many of us, he was skeptical when he first heard about this digital business opportunity. In fact, it was his wife who first discovered it. But after keeping an open mind and taking action, his life began to change. Today, this morning, this afternoon, this evening, he enjoys more flexibility, more family time, and the opportunity to help others as a digital business coach. Before we begin our interview, I would just like to share a little more about our special guest. Coach Tanvir Alam is originally from India and now resides in Canada. Like many people, he was initially skeptical when he first heard about this digital business. In fact, it was his wife who first discovered it. And after taking a closer look and keeping an open mind, Coach Tanvir decided to give the business a chance. What started with curiosity eventually grew into a journey that transformed his life. Today, Coach Tanvir is a respected digital business coach who enjoys greater time, freedom, financial flexibility, and more quality time with his family. He is passionate about helping others see what's possible and has inspired people across different countries throughout his story, leadership, and mentorship. We are honored to have him with us today, this morning, this evening, this afternoon, to share his journey, lessons, and insights. Please join me in welcoming Coach Tanvir Alam. And Coach Tanvir, thank you so much for being here with us today. We are excited to hear your story and learn from your journey. Let us give Coach Tanvir a big round of applause.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God, that is the biggest intro I have ever had. I didn't even know I did all this. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
because I'm following you, coach. That is why I'm really inspired by your story. By the way, before you will be telling your story and answering our questions, we will introduce first ourselves. I am Mary Chris. I'm a fourth grade teacher going first grade teacher here in New Mexico, USA. I taught 20 years in the Philippines. I have three young adult children that are studying in college. And yeah, I'm doing this business as my side hustle while I'm working full time in my teaching job. And yeah, my family is my greatest why I joined this business. And that is from me. Sis Banji, please introduce yourself.
Oh, yes. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, wherever you're tuning from. So, my name is Evangeline Mendoza, currently living here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, with my family, a wife, a mom of two lovely girls. I have 21 years old and 2 years old. And this business, I start full time as a healthcare workers and now down to as a part time because of this business. And of course, I love the flexibility. I love what I'm doing, and I love to share about this business. And a proud digital business and mentor. Okay, so yes, back to you, sis.
Thank you so much, Sis Banji and Sis Vanessa. Please introduce yourself.
Good morning. Thank you, Sir Coach Tanvir. My name is Vanessa from Washington, USA. I am a mom of three beautiful children. Formerly, I worked as a bank employee, and now here in the US, I'm working as a barista, and I'm doing this on the side. And my biggest why is my family, same as yours. My goal is to have full time mommy with them. And thank you, Coach.
Yes, thank you so much, Sis Vanessa. And Ate Marie, please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone, wherever you are in the world watching us right now. We hope that you have a good morning, afternoon, or nighttime. Here in Australia, in Brisbane, our time now is 10 minutes past 1 in the morning. So this is really our global connection with people. And I'm Marissa, and also from the Philippines. I used to work as a pediatrician and then transition into nursing because I worked abroad for a long time. Started in New Zealand, now in Queensland, and now I'm a retired nurse. And I found this business. I'm into this because of big whys as well, to continue helping people, not only for myself as a retiree, remaining active and productive as well. So our passion of caring for other people, especially back home, is still in my heart. So I'm thankful I found this, and thank you, Coach Coach Tanvir, that you are here with us this morning. Back to
Thank you
you.
so much, Ate Marie, for introducing yourself. And now I'm so excited right now because I just want to hear the very inspiring story of Coach Tanvir. So let us go right away to question number one. So this is our question number one, and Sis Banji will read it to us. Go ahead, Sis Banji.
Okay, so Coach Tamper, before you joined this digital business, what was life like for you and your family? And what challenges were you facing at that time?
Thank you so much. My life, I think, my life was just like anybody, any other immigrants here that we live abroad. Basically, family, kids, both husband and wives are working and coming home, sleeping and going to work, coming home, sleeping, going to work, and repeat, right? That was our life. My wife used to work, I used to work, and there was time that we wouldn't even see each other. Like when I come home, she's sleeping, and when I'm sleeping, she's leaving in the morning because I used to come late in the night while she's sleeping already, and then she used to go early in the morning. So there was time that we didn't like we were living in the same house, we didn't even talk for 3 4 5 days, didn't even see each other, like we saw each other just sleeping, that's all. So that was our life basically, running after career, money, and felt like we're going somewhere, felt like we're doing something, we're working so hard, but at the end of the day, we are back to zero, back to literally where we started beginning of the month, right? We all know that feeling. That was our life before we started this business, and our challenges were, keeping up with mortgage, with the bills, with payments, groceries, and everything. um, no time, literally no time for ourselves. Like this is like, I know we are talking about how we can give time to our kids, have time for go out with kids and spend quality time with kids. Beside those, I realized that we didn't even have time for ourselves, which is most important. Like, how in the aeroplane they say when something happens, put your oxygen mask first before you help other person, because you have to survive. You have to do that first. So we always forget that even in our regular life, you have to feel good, feel better, feel healthy first before you can actually, and that was gone. That was totally gone. There was no me, my time, or our time, like for my wife or for myself, right? So yeah, that was our challenges, just to keeping up with life, before we started this business.
Thank you so much, Coach Tanvir. I can relate with you because that is also me and my husband. We just we are so busy working that we almost did not see each other the whole day. Same with our kids. That is why I felt that sadness too. That it's because of work. The work occupy my whole energy the whole day, and we don't see each other anymore, our family. So yeah, it's just very reflective. I was able to reflect that to Coach because it's in the moment of many years of working that I told myself, oh no, why is it I just keep on working, and my greatest why, which is my family, we seldom see each other and even talk each other, and dine in the dining table during dinner. So that is very sad. So thank you so much for sharing that to us. That is really very inspiring. And I know many people that will be watching and are watching right now will be able to resonate that story, because I think many working parents also feel that experience too. So, Sis Banji, what can you say about Coach Tanvir's answer to our first question?
Yes, I was resonate for that because self care and no self care and also for no time for our kids. That's why I start my plan B, my backup plan in this business, no matter what, because I don't want like it happened again on my younger daughter. She's 7 years. When I started in this business, she was 3 years old, because actually we leave our older daughter in Philippines because we are working abroad. We're not we don't have time for them because we are working, because we give them better future, send her in a private school. But when we resonate here in Canada, I'm always say for myself, we don't want to do it again on our younger daughter. We have to have a backup plan that if something happened for my work, if something happened and I get sick, I don't have to rely on one salary. I have a backup plan or a second income that if something happened, or let's say my job was I start in this business 2 years, and then the employers that I look after, she passed away, but I don't have to stress out because I have already started my backup plan. And just stay my younger daughter or my families more than 6 months, more time for my families. But the best thing is that's the biggest thing for us as a parents, to have more time for our family and to look after ourselves also. That's the biggest for our you have to do it. That's why this business is the best for us as a parents, as a basic mom. They have no time for them. This is the one that we are looking for. Okay, so yes, thank you for that, says Chris. So back to you.
Thank you so much, Sis Banji. I can resonate also with that because I'm also a mother. And yeah, it's just sometimes in our lives we can really reflect that we are working hard, but it's just for our work and materializing the vision of our employer. So that is what I did also for 29 years working as a teacher. So let us go now to our next question. Sis Vanessa, kindly read our question number two.
Okay, question number two, Coach Tanvir. Your wife was one. Your wife was the one who first discovered this opportunity. So, what was your reaction when she introduced it to you, and why were you are so skeptical at first?
Yeah, when she introduced, or she actually kind of was telling me about, oh, there is someone doing this online business. I like, she didn't even know what this was, and she was telling me, oh, let's see what they are doing, because looks like they're making money on their full-time job beside their full-time job. So, and I said, you know what, just like any other normal person, like when we first hear something in online, we always feel, I don't know what, so this was exactly my reaction. I was like, I'm not sure, man. I don't know if this is um something that we want to do, or because both my wife and I, we were actually talking about starting something different beside our jobs. I was actually thinking about starting a small coffee shop or something like that, but it was so expensive. Like, I went to the bank and I talked to a couple of retail space. Like, you have to give $100,000 up front, and then you have to come up with another 20,000 for decorate. Like, there's a whole bunch of, like, in total you need at least 250,000 just to start a small coffee shop kind of thing. So that was just gone, that idea, because I didn't have that much money. And then we're looking around, looking at Amazon at that time. That was like 2017, I'm talking about 2017, early 2018. That's when we're looking all those. So when she told me about this one, I was really skeptical. I was like, I don't even know what they do, right? So my wife then told me, like, exactly, that's why you should watch it, watch our webinar and stuff, so that you know. If you don't, if I just hold a book and I just say, I don't even know what's in there, what's the story inside the book. Of course, you don't know because you didn't read the book yet,
Yeah.
right? So, and then I was like, okay, I will do, whatever it takes. But one thing that I told my wife is that if I have to sell lotion, potion, insurance to my friends and family, and that, then I'm out. I don't wanna do any selling. Okay. So that was my reaction in the beginning. And then when we went on it, and I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about that in next few questions. So this is how we started. The bottom line was, okay, we don't know what this is, but let's know what this is, and then we'll decide whether it fits for us or not. That's exactly what we did.
Thank you so much, Coach Tanvir. I was also skeptical when I found this business, and my husband was very skeptical also. He was thinking that it might be a scam, and he was scared that I might be scammed. So that is, but I told him, watch the webinar. So I let him watch the webinar, and after that, and yeah, he was able to understand, and he said, okay, we will try if this business will work for us. Because yeah, I think that is just a normal reaction, that we are afraid that it will be a scam, or we will be scammed by other people, because we know that online there are lots of scam. But I told him, this is a very legit business, and I already explored it. And I paid already the $149 after I watched the life changing webinar before he knew about it. So yeah, thank you so much for telling that us that part, Coach Tanvir. And Sis Vanessa, what can you say about Coach Tanvir's answer for our second question?
Okay. Understandable your reaction, coach, because I'm also the same thing. Lahat naman, most of us are very skeptical, especially with the online world, right? Especially with the online space, we don't know what's going on in there, and we're gonna. So yeah, like me, I am so skeptical as well. I saw this business 2017. I jumped into the training, but since I'm so skeptical, I did not move into the next step. So I just ignored it, and my mind was busy or doing something, but still I'm looking for something that I can do it from home. And I jumped all the videos in here, but since I said, oh, there is a the payment amount fee that I have to pay, and I ignore it. I just move to the next opportunity. And then 2019, I saw again the ads that same mommy doing in Canada, and I registered again, and I said, "Is this the same thing? The one that I've been looking for 2 years ago, and or yeah, 2 years ago." And then that time I pay for the registration, and I do the coaching, but I said maybe this is just a trick for that time, and I I refund. I asked for the refund. So in the next then if after I ask the refund, they don't ask anything. They just send my money back, and that's it. But I'm still following their pages. I'm still looking. I'm still, and I'm amazed with the coach that who are coach or who open up this opportunity, but I still ask the refund, and and then I ignore it. And then the pandemic happens, and then the next 2 years again, I jump in the same. I said, this is the third day. Maybe this is a divine intervention that God gave me that pushes me to this business. So I'm glad that this time I did not do the refund and I take action. But so grateful that I jumped in this one. I'm doing this for 2 years, and I'm so happy and grateful that I saw the, the amazing community. So thank you, Coach. Thank you. Back to you, Sis Marcris.
Thank you so much, Sis Banji, for giving your reaction to our second question. And yeah, it's just really very amazing that yeah, we know that sometimes we're being skeptical, but after realizing that this is really a legit business that is done in the online space, yeah, we kept going, and that is why we are here in our business community. So let us go to the third question. And now it will be Ate Marie who will read question number three.
Yeah, in connection to the previous question, Coach Tanvir, what changed your mind and made you finally decide to take the business seriously and give it a real chance?
Well, like I said in the beginning, when we were thinking about it, I wasn't very like 100% sure about whether I'm gonna do it or not. But once, like I said, once we watched the webinar and I saw that there is no direct selling. Like I don't have to con like ask my friends and family or convince them to join, or I'm not gonna make money on joining people. And the whole system is gonna work for me. Once I saw all those, that's when we finally decided to take that, like start that business. And then when we took this business seriously, would be I think 2020, when the pandemic started. Um, that was already a year by then that we started this business, but that's when we took it really seriously because my plan was okay. I will do to a certain point in this business that I'll make enough money so that I can quit my job and my wife can quit her job. This was the plan. So that's when we took it really seriously in 2020. And because we didn't have anywhere to go, we are always everyone is staying home, and this is our online business. So we our social media was still on, and this is what our job was, right? So in 2020, the whole year, I was doing really, really good in this business, and I was working really hard on this business. And finally, we got the result end of 2020 when we got our T4. That's when we saw how much potential this business has. And yeah, and that's when everything changed, end of 2020. When I saw that I am making like almost time and a half more than my salary from this business, that's when I knew this is it. uh, I don't think I want to work 9 to 5 anymore. And I put my full concentration, dedication, everything um, to this business from 2020. And believe it or not, in 2021, when February, I think in the month of February 2021, my manager called me to go back to work because that's when everything started to open up again. And I said no. I said I quit. The best um, sentence or word that we all want to say in our career most of the time. I'm not talking about all of us, but that was the best thing ever. That when I said no, you know what, I'm not coming back to work, I quit.
Thank you
So
so much, Coach Tanvir. Wow. Can't you see? That's a living proof, a very real testimony that this business works. Coach Tanvir was finally able to to retire and quit from his regular 9 to 5 job. Can't you see, guys, that this business will really become your plan A in the future, in the very near future? Because Coach Tanvir, can't you see, Coach Tanvir was able to quit his regular job. Like 1 year only, Coach, like 1 year. by running this digital business. Can't you see? If you will put your effort, your mind, and your heart into it, it will really give you massive and massive results. Thank you so much, Coach Tanvir. I'm so inspired to hear that. So I will need to keep going because I know I will get also the results like what you had right now and what you're enjoying right now, Coach. So yeah, I love that sometimes the biggest changes in our lives happen when we become open to possibilities and take that first step despite our fears. So thank you so much, Coach Tanvir. And now let us go to our next question. Um, right now it will be Ate Marie. Ate Marie, you asked already the second question, right? So let us go to Sis Banji. Can you please read our next question, Sis Banji?
Yes, sure. The fourth questions, Coach. What was the biggest struggle you experienced when you were starting, and how did you push through those challenges?
Well, the one that I would really would like to talk about is the one that um, most of us struggle when I see someone starts this business in the beginning. I've been doing this for almost 8 years now, right? So um, it happened to me, and I have seen in past 8 years to so many people. The biggest struggle is moving from job mindset to business mindset. As a we worked our whole life 9 to 5. We work, we get money end of the month, we go to work, we do whatever we need to do at 4:30 or 5 o'clock, or some people 6 o'clock. We're done. We close our laptop, we come home, we do that next morning again, and end of the month we get money for that. That mindset is completely different than this business here. So even it was for me, it took me a few months to just to realize that this is a business. It is not going to give, um, and no one is going to give me instructions when to work on my business, when not to work on my business, how much time should I put in my business, how, when, all those things. Because at work, we are all used to our manager or supervisor, or we know these are the tasks that I have to finish today, right? But in this business, there's no such a thing. And in this business, there's no such a thing like a monthly salary, or you get a certain amount of money every month. This is not entrepreneurship. You in this business, you work, you might get nothing end of the month, and then you work for the next month, you might get nothing end of the month. On the third month, you might get so much that would compensate for previous 6 months. And then sometimes you make so much money from this business that you don't even have to do anything for next 6 months, kind of thing. So this is how business works. There's no monthly salary in the business, right? And I know it sounds very simple, but this is the biggest struggle when people from 9 to 5 mindset comes to do the business. End of the month, they're like, "Oh, I've been doing so much, I didn't get nothing this month. There's no money in this business." But they don't realize that this is how business works. Apple or Amazon or Google, or I don't know, any other businesses, it didn't come to this point in one day or 1 month. Amazon started, it's a billion dollar company now, but they started with small little video DVD delivery, a company. Sorry, that was Netflix. And then Amazon, he started in sending books. Steve Jobs started his Apple in his garage. So this mindset is so different than job mindset, and that is, I think, the biggest challenge when someone start this business. And how did I push through those challenges, like especially this one, is like, you know, have that strong mindset that this is gonna work, and you have to see far ahead that other people can see. You have to be a visionary, even though right now nothing is happening, but I know it will happen someday. You know, you have to have that vision. And you know, after 8 years now, I know where I am. And if I was still working that 9 to 5 job, I would have been still the same spot that I was 8 years ago.
Oh, wow. That is very inspiring, Coach Tanvir. Now I'm very inspired to work harder in my business because we know that we don't get paid by the hour, the effort that we put in our business. We get the result based on the effort we put, and the value will come. Each value that we put in our business, that's also that will give us the result. So thank you so much also for explaining the difference between fixed mindset and growth mindset. And if you want to really succeed in this business or in any other businesses that you have mentioned, Steve Jobs, Alfred Bezos, the owner of Amazon, and then those other Bill Gates and all the other people that succeeded as an entrepreneur in the in the business world, yeah, they work hard for it. They were not they don't have that fixed mindset. They have a growth mindset, that business mindset, that you need really to look forward what will happen to you in a few years time, that you have a long term vision that you have in mind so that you will keep going. And thank you, Coach Tanvir, for reminding us that it's the mindset that is really very needed in order for you to succeed in this business on or any other businesses, if you are going to start as a business owner or as an entrepreneur. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's really encouraging for us and for our audience to hear that success doesn't happen overnight and that challenges are simply part of the journey. So thank you so much. And Sis Banji, what is your reaction for Coach Tanvir's answer in question number 4? Okay, hold on, Sis Banji. I will just make sure that you are not muted. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry about that. My daughter, she's beside me. She make a noise. Yeah. Of course, it's also is my biggest struggle when I started this business because the employees' mindset. We are always think, and then when you change it to entrepreneur mindset, because in my case, I was, comfortable what we have, well, comfortable what we earn in our, what our salaries. But when it comes to, in the business, it's always take a courage, the mindset that you have to put work on your business. That's why after 6 months, I realized, no, it's gonna work. I have to do it in my business because after 6 months, I get out of my comfort zone because I was introvert, I'm a tech savvy, but I said I had to take responsibility of my business, to take ownership of my business because nobody will do it for me. I have only me. So that time I keep showing up, making videos, go live because it never happened when I started in this business because I'm scared what people say, I don't know what to because I'm so nervous, especially when do go live. But after 6 months, I show up on my business doing live because I said to myself, I have to do it no matter what because this is my business. I have to take ownership of this business. So, yes, from employees mindset to entrepreneur mindset, it's very big difference because when it comes to challenges, for me now, I treat it like a learning process for me to grow, learning more, and also to have this business and the long term goals that help me what it's for my future, especially for my family and also for the next generation. Okay, so yes, thank you, Sis Chris. That's all for me.
Thank you so much, Sis Banji. Yes, It's really very amazing that we found this business, that this is really very legit. It changed our mindset from fixed mindset to growth mindset. Now we're getting closer to our goals. Every single day we show up in our business. So now let us proceed to our question number 5. Now, Ate Marie, kindly read our question number 5.
Hi, Coach. So this is the question number 5. Today, you are a digital business coach, enjoying more time and financial freedom. What are the biggest changes you have experienced in your lifestyle and family life?
Thank you. There are so many changes. Like everything has changed from 2020, I would say. So now we don't work. We don't work anymore. So we don't have to wake up early in the morning or 9 in the morning and rush to work and then kind of rush back to home. We don't have that lifestyle anymore. Every day is a weekend for us. We can go anywhere on Monday, on Tuesday, on Friday. It doesn't matter. Um, that was one of the biggest changes. Um, and then, of course, we get to stay with our kids. I have three daughters, 7, 5, and 3 years old. So they're still little, and we are always home with them, which is a dream for a parent. I mean, it's impossible nowadays, but we get to stay with them. We have breakfast like it's nine. What time is it? 9:45 right now, where I am, and we're gonna go have breakfast after this meeting, and then we're gonna go to the park, and then we're gonna have lunch together, dinner together, and go to bed. I always take my kids to the bed every night. That was totally impossible when I was working, and we wake up and then we have like no rush. My oldest one goes to school in the morning, so we take her to the school. That's the lifestyle that we are enjoying right now. That was completely opposite before. And then other changes that we have now, you know um, when I was working, I know if I had some car problem, or my I need to change my tire, I have to wait for my next month's salary, or even I have to plan how I'm gonna get that money to change the tire. If your microwave is broken, you have to wait next month's salary, or sometimes you have to think twice that which microwave you're gonna buy. Are you gonna buy a good expensive one, or are you just gonna buy something secondhand? You know, those we don't have to think anymore. And then you can just travel wherever, whenever you want. We just came back from Dominican Republic. We're going to Vancouver. We're going to Toronto next month, and then I'm going to Portugal, and then I'm going to, right after Portugal, like week after I come back from Portugal, I'm going to Australia. So it's just that freedom that we talk about, right? Those are the changes that happened in our life in past 6 7 years, that we have been enjoying, like since 2020. I would say it started to give us that freedom, and by 2021, it's unbelievable, like it is unbelievable. um, and then materialistic stuff like houses, cars, those are like, yeah. um, I just bought my fourth home in Toronto. We're actually moving to Toronto from Calgary next month, to our new house. So those are the things that was possible because of this business. Since we started the business, our family life, our lifestyle has completely changed, and most importantly, this business. What I really like about this business is that it's not just me. I changed my life, I became rich, and I am like enjoying my life. It's That's not the actual fulfillment. The real fulfillment was, and still is that I'm helping other people now to do the same. I have so many people who started 2 years ago, 3 years ago with me, and I taught them, I guide them, and then through our system, now they're doing exactly the same that what I'd done. And this is the best part about this business. It's not like you just have your own business and you become rich, and everyone else is your employees and they're still, this business is like, it's like a ripple effect. It multiplies. You just teach people what you have done and then help them to get what you have. And that is my biggest achievement or change that I had in my life, is now I get to help other people to do the same. Yeah.
Wow, that is really wonderful to hear, Coach Tanvir. That at the end of the day, it's not just about income, it's about having more choices, more flexibility, more quality time with the people we love. I was able to resonate when you said that when the microwave is broken and we will just buy a second hand, because I experienced that too. And yeah, when we are just depending on our regular job from the pay that we have there, it's really not enough. It's just enough to pay the bills and that's it. If you want to have more time freedom and more financial freedom and to enjoy the life that you want to have, your dream life, you need to start a digital business today, because this can fit into your busy life. You can use your small pockets of time, yes, to do this business all throughout the day. So that is just what you need. Thank you so much, Coach Tanvir. I was really very inspired that yes, anyone can do this, and we can help other people have the same life that we have when we are helping and doing this business with our the people that also want to change their life. Thank you so much. And yeah, Ate Marie, what is your reaction of Coach Tanvir's answer to question number 5?
Yeah, I'm so amazed to hear. Now I have a more concrete picture of what it is like to work for yourself and not somebody else's dream or plans. You know, for me, I've been working with the health service for so long, and my mindset is in the 9 to 5 kind of grind. But now that I was near retiring when I saw this business, I did not understand first. I observed it for 2 years, and then I went to realize that hey, I have to give this option a chance because when you're retiring, there are so many things in my mind that came. What I'm gonna do after retirement? I just don't want to be idle. So anyway, and I found out that oh, if only, if only I understood this earlier. I realized that this is also one form of serving people. As you said, it's not only about yourself. The fulfillment is now you're helping others to rise up and be like you. That's one service. And it's not only for an individual. If you have the team now, it's only not targeting one person, but the whole of the family. So that's really a great service to humanity as well. So thank you for giving that concrete differentiation of what it is like to be in this option of earning than getting stuck to something that sometimes you're not happy to wake up early and go to work, you know. So thank you. And back to you, Chris. That's my feedback.
Thank you so much, Ate Marie. It's just a very amazing feeling that I can just
Mhm.
imagine myself look at Coach Tanvir, a very real living example of what massive results will happen to you if you
Mm.
will do this digital business. Can't you see? Um, Coach Tanvir and his family, they're living their dream life. Why? Because they started this business. They know that this business works. They have a long-term vision. They are just not looking what will happen today, but they are looking to what will happen in the near future. So can't you see? For more than 6 years, Coach Tanvir and his family are enjoying their life, just traveling, just doing the having quality time with their family every day. Can't you see? And Coach Tanvir doesn't need to set his alarm clock just to wake up very early to go back to work. Unlike with us, that we are still in our regular job, we are still having our alarm clock every time so that we will be able to wake up and go to our work. Whether we are tired, whether we are sleepy, whether we like it or not, we still need to go back to our work. So yeah, that is what will happen if you are going to start a legit digital business today. Thank you so much, Coach Tanvir. And now let us go to our last question. This time, Sis Vanessa will read our last question. Go ahead, Sis Vanessa.
Okay, for your last question, Coach, for someone watching and who is still doubtful or afraid to start something new, what advice would you give them and so they can take the first steps towards change?
Uh, what I always say is, being skeptical or a little bit doubtful, it's fine. That's completely normal. God made us that way so that we don't do something stupid. You cannot, so we don't jump off the cliff or we don't jump off the mountain, or because we have that built-in scary system inside us, so that we don't just jump off the mountain, right? So anytime you see something new, you feel a little bit scared, you doubt it. That's completely normal. Like I said, we all said that, agreed that we all did that. In the beginning, we were not sure if this business is good, we're not sure if I should be doing this business or not. That's perfectly normal. What is not normal, or what I say that not to do, is you are skeptical or you're doubtful and then you stay there. That's harmful. You then you don't even know what this was. I always say, you're doubtful, that's fine, then go watch our free webinar. There's no money involved or nothing. You don't have to pay for anything to watch that. Go watch the webinar and see if that makes sense to you or not, right? That's all. Like, take that first step. um, can you imagine if I wouldn't listen to my wife, or like watch that webinar and started this business 8 years ago? I would have been still working in a hotel. Maybe in last 8 years, I would have $8, like $1 every year raise, probably, right? But now, this whole thing is like I make 4, 5, 10, sometimes in 10 times more than my monthly salary in a month, right? So this whole thing happened because of that first step. You have to you have to start from somewhere, right? So that's my advice. Like, it's very normal to be skeptical. It's not a bad thing, it's actually a good thing. Bad thing, I say, that's you be skeptical and just don't do anything about it, then you're just living mediocre life. uh, so if anyone really looking for a change, give this a chance, see what this is, and then at least if you don't do it now, at least you know why you didn't do it, because this wasn't for you, or you didn't like the system, or you didn't like the business. But without knowing it, you wouldn't even know what this was, right? So I would say take that first step.
Thank you so much, Coach Tanvir. That is such a valuable advice, Coach. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and experience with us today. OMG. I'm really, my energy and my inspiration, my motivation level is more than 100% right now because of the lots of golden nuggets that you have shared this morning. Thank you so much, Coach Tanvir. so amazing interview, very inspiring interview with you. And Sis Vanessa, what is your reaction of Coach Tanvir's answer for our last question? Go ahead, share it.
Oh wow. I can relate that message, coach, because I've been there too. So the reason why I started and jumped into this business because of the one question my coach and mentor asked me. She said, because I've been so skeptical since I signed up, it took me 6 months to jump in into this business. And one message that she told me that, okay, sis, I will let you go if you don't want to take action, I will let you go. But one message I just want to ask you, or one question, or she said that if you want to change your life 5 years from now, then look at yourself 5 years from now. If you want to be the same thing, the same routine, the same life that you have, then just do it. I'll let you go. But if you want something for your family more than 5 years from now, you'll have a vision, then take action, because this business will help you reach your dreams and goals. So that moment, okay, I signed up and I took action. So before I go, because that one I was pregnant, and before I go to the hospital and deliver my youngest one, I signed up the contract and do this business. And I'm so proud that I did it. Thank you, coach. Back to you, Sis
Thank
Margaret.
you so much, Sis Vanessa. And yeah, it's just very amazing how this business had changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of people all over the world that are doing this business. So this is really a legit one, and this business really works. Can't you see we have a lot of testimonies here, including Coach Tanvir's very inspiring story that he had shared just a few minutes ago. So thank you so much. And Sis Vanessa, can you please invite our audience on our life-changing webinar every Tuesday and every Thursday? Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna invite you guys for our live webinar every Tuesday, excuse me, and Thursday. And if you are wonder how people are building successful online business while working from home, this is your chance to learn how. So join our live complimentary info session and discover how to start an online business with a proven system, success stories from real people like Coach Tanvir and many of us here inside the community, how to work smarter, not harder, with no experience needed, and the freedom and flexibility online. So just message us, and we are happy to share you the link on how to get started and watch our webinar. So it's different time zone, guys. For us in Pacific Standard Time is 5 p.m. and EST it's 8 p.m. So back to you, Sis Marie Chris. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Vanessa. And Coach Tanvir, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us and for sharing your inspiring journey. Your story reminds us that sometimes the opportunities that can change our lives are the very ones we almost ignore because of fear, doubt, and skepticism. To everyone watching, we hope today's interview encouraged you to keep an open mind, believe in your potential, and remember that positive change is possible when you are willing to take action. Thank you for joining us today. If this interview inspired you, feel free to reach out to the person who invited you, or you can leave a comment here in our live interview. And yeah, have a wonderful day, everyone, and we'll see you on the next Digimompreneurs live interview. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thank you.